Very good morning. Time is at about 8:31 a.m. and today is September 26th. I'm getting the dates incorrect yet. Today is, are you able to hear me now? All right. So, very good morning. And today is September 26th and time is at about 8:32 a.m. I'm late by, I think, 2 minutes or so. Glad to see most of you today. I think there were too many good mornings and all right, so today is monthly expiry for Nifty, and Nifty is definitely all-time high, which is definitely good news. And we'll have to see how the expiry would actually shape up today. And so my plan is to obviously close the expiry trade as early as I can because there is too much of a manipulation. I did not want to really wait till last minute, but I try to do some strategies. Some strategies to see how do we actually minimize the losses, especially on expiry trade. So let's see how it goes. And all right, so let me get on to a bit of a view on what's happening in the market. There were no massive overnight news yesterday, except yesterday was Nifty all-time high officially, and it actually first time closed about 26,000, which is definitely absolutely positive news. I think any growth is definitely good. So let me quickly share my screen and take you from there. All right, so this is Nifty. Interestingly, Nifty, I think, except on last Thursday, pretty much all the weeks were kind of green candles, which is definitely, as I said, a positive news. And let me reduce this a little bit. And also MACD, after almost at least the histogram is actually showing some bit of a positive move. So let's see if this move would continue. But today, I think somebody needs to be really be cautious. And also, I think MACD, this particular indicator, also moved to some bit of a positiveness. I think that is definitely good. I think MACD perspective, it looks absolutely positive and bullish. And I would say today is flat to bullish. That's the view. And let's see how the day would shape up. And I will also quickly take you through the open interest. Just give me a few seconds. I will share the screen back. All right. So today my day started very early. Um, I woke up at almost like 4:30 a.m. I was doing some work and all right. So let's look at open interest. So open interest for Nifty as of now 26,000 seems to be a resistance, but I think my view, I think this is an important price point to really look at. And once this breaks, I think the next is obviously 26,000 to 26,200, and after that we have massive resistance only at 26,500. But I think today I'm not expecting to want to go till 26,500, which is very rare scenario. But yeah, expiry trades, anything can happen. So be cautious. So whenever there is a 50% up move, for example, let's say if Nifty opens at about 26,000 and if it goes to 26,500, 26,050, my bad, then I think you need to really cautious about the upper positions, especially if you are a seller. If you're a buyer, obviously will be a lot more happy. But one thing that is definitely interesting is we also have some puts were written at about 26,500. This is absolutely somebody need to be cautious, and beyond that there were no puts written at all. So I think right now, by looking at the at least this kind of a texture, so I would probably bet on 26,200 for today, and also market being at the peak. And also I think if you really look at this week what really happened. This week expiry pretty much ended at about, I think, somewhere here, right? So 26,400. Some from there, I think there was definitely Friday there was a massive up move because of this is FII started buying a lot of stocks. That's where this up move came in. And after that, I think pretty much closed this week 600 points up, which is a quite a rare scenario, because in a week closing moving up 6%, sorry, 600 points is quite high. So but let's see how the day would go. But let me get on to now a 15 minutes chart and then see what it is in store for us. So this is basically correlation of 71%. I think this shows definitely a positive move. Let's get on to definitely a positive move, I think. Okay, this looks yeah, this also shows the volume, a positive move. And definitely this thing is actually combination of price and then volume. So this actually a fat candle definitely represents there is a lot of interest there. But let's stay here on this for now, right? So currently it is 71% correlation. If I have to really draw one quick line on vertical line rather. So today is all right. So somewhere here, so 26,052, and then top is about 26,200. I think that's what I would think. But let's see what's going to happen. Yesterday, I did not see who was buying, selling, and I think I'll get that from Sensible definitely. So I think yeah, I think yesterday FIS definitely bought quite a bit. I think important to see the cash market. Yeah, here you go. FIIs are net sellers yesterday, not net buyers, and the DAs are the net buyers. So I think okay, that's fine. So as I said, Friday was the FIS did quite a bit of a massive buying, and then after that, market actually went up quite a bit. So let's see how as I said today, how the market would be. Let me get back to this place. So I think yeah, if at all I have to bet, that would be 26,000, and then see how the market would actually shape up. I do have some overnight positions. So as I said, I'm a bit cautious with the trades at this point of time, uh, because of last minute some of these issues. Right, 1 second, wait, it's not hiding. All right, I think that's not hiding somehow. Okay, so these are all the trades that I have. So let me go one by one. So for today, I do have again not a massive position, so I have very less quantities here. And then I would probably, my plan is to exit at the 9:15 and then probably come up with the fresh trades, especially on 26th September. I also have some trades for 3rd October. 3rd October, I think I have exited some trades yesterday, but that's all right. So I do have on the upside 26,500 CE and then 25,500 PE. Again, this is a no-brainer strangle. I think it's probably the easiest trade that one can do. But I think today, if the market goes up or down, I'll have to really see how the market would shape up. So I think when it comes to, I also have the October 1st Bank Nifty expiry, and I had put some money there. And today, I think I'm not expecting too much of a volatility in Bank Nifty. Yeah, but let's see. This is a hedge. In fact, I have exited some trades yesterday. That's the reason you got to see the hedge actually overpowered some of these trades. I was actually started about 52,800 PE, and slowly I went up, and then I made some money there, and then finally I have ended somewhere here. I think yeah, this hedge, I think I'll keep it, and then probably I might probably come a bit more closer to the hedge. So I think this is, as I said, no brainer. And if this week goes well, this gives us about 3% there. I think that's all. So those are all the trades that I have. And As I said, 26 September, I would probably, depending on where it opens, suppose if it opens at about 26,000 or below that, I will keep this trade for some time. But if it actually opens at about, let's say, 26,050, which means that I'm going to lose money on the CE. So that's the reason I will have to probably make money on PE. But then the difference is the equation is close to 9 is to 6, I think. So, but then this will get into heavy losses. So I do not want to get into those losses. So that's the reason I would probably exit that. All right, I think those are all the trade ideas for today. And obviously, do not repeat this trade. So, because my risk appetite is very different compared to most of you, I'm not saying it's high or low, but each one of us have our own risk appetite. So, be cautious if you're trading. That's all I can say. And do not try to copy these trades. And as I said, the risk appetites are very different for each one of us. October 2nd is holiday. And in fact, Bank Nifty actually expiry falls into Tuesday. That's the reason I thought I'll save probably one day to make some money. And that's where this trade actually came into picture. I might do some adjustments on this particular trade depending on how the market will actually go today. And so Bank Nifty is also at the all-time high. So that's the reason I took some bit of a closure bet at 55,000 CE. But yeah, anything can happen. Let's see how the day would shape up. So right now, I think Nifty, as I said, this is the trade that I would take, and let's also spend some time on open interest for Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty for this is obviously not valid for October 1st. Yeah, this is still the focus point, which is 54,000. In fact, yesterday the Bank Nifty hovered. Bank Nifty pretty much played around this particular point, but however, I think it ended at this straddle. I was at this straddle after 3:30 or 3 o'clock. I think I made some money there. But right now, I think on the top side, it's 55,000, and this probably 54,000 would act like a great resistance. I think that's the bit of an outlook around the Bank Nifty. But also, let's look at Nifty, some bit of a hourly chart, and then see where the week would actually get on to the next week, at least October 3rd, I think. October 3rd is the expiry. So, yeah, I mean, 26,500 seems to be probably the most probable closure for this week. All right, let me take some questions out there. And I'm holding. I'm not sure, Rakesh, if you bought or sold. Um, it depends on that. I would assume you sold the 26,350 C. But I think if you had to go with the probability, if you're obviously buying or selling irrespective, let me get on to some bit of a probability game. It's all about probability. Nobody in the world can actually say that this is the place that is going to expire. So nobody can say. This is. I hope you are selling, but this is a very minuscule money. So, but still, it's 0.32%. So the probability says 100% if you're if you're a seller as of now. But then there is no probably like 100%. The reason is it would be probably 99% kind of a thing. But as the market moves, you might probably you may have to really look at changing some of those things. Alrighty, I think time is at about 8:45 a.m. and I think that's all for today. And yeah, if you're holding this position, I think just be careful in case if there is a gap up. I think GIFT Nifty shows a greener day, definitely. I think I'm looking at my other screen, and well, NASDAQ yesterday had gone through some bit of a ups and then lows, but today also, I think if there is a gap up, my view, the gap up could be sold out. The reason is um, there was a 600 points up move. That's the reason. And also, we can also expect some kind of a manipulation today, being a weekly expiry. And again, there is no timing. The manipulation can happen at any point of time. So just be careful in case if you are trading. I think that's all I can say today. And as of my trades, my trades go. I have October 3rd positions, and also I do have today's position. But today's positions, the uh, quantity and then the money is absolutely less. And I also have the Bank Nifty, which is weekly expiry. So I think that's all. Have a great remaining day. And if you have any questions, happy to take any questions. Otherwise, we will call it a day for today. Yeah, if the time permits, probably I'll come on to live trading later in the day, and may not be for the expiry, but let's see how the uh, things would shape up. There is a SEBI meeting on 3rd. Rumors that there would be many changes in the upcoming month regarding the margin benefit in the. I think my view, whatever happens is good, but will this drastically impact the stock market? I'm doubtful. There could be, depending on how the things would be there, there would be some bit of a natural tendency for humans to react that day. But I think the next day onwards, we get used to some of these things, right? So business becomes as usual. But I think SEBI's attempt is to definitely save the retailers. But I think I think all of us need to, again, it's just not the SEBI, right? I think let me show you one statistic which you would be. I think I posted this in the Twitter, but this is a real statistic, and I think some of you need to definitely understand. Let me open this. I'll be sharing my screen. So I think data can never be um, data can never lie, right? So this is the statistic which I posted in Twitter as well. So I think this is my view, a very eye-opening thing, right? So obviously derivatives this is obviously the derivatives income. It's a massive capital intensive game, and if you really look at this, right? So people with less than 5 lakh income, which is obviously people are getting probably 50,000 or 40,000, they are the people who are losing more money. They in fact lost close to about 43 lakh 43,000 crores. I think that's massive money. People with a bit of a income group of 5 lakhs to 25 lakhs, they lost close to 30,000 crores. And people with 25 to 1 crore, these are the individuals, not the institutions. So that you need to be. So people have some good capital, they are able to really adjust or whatever. So they still lost money, but it's about probably to 2000 lakh 2000 crores, I think. Yeah, people with more than 1 crore salary, they got some money, which is about 380 crores or whatever. Now you might argue where this money all going, right? This money obviously goes to big institutions like FIS or the DAS, where they have a lot of money to play around. So technically, the money that is with the retail investors, that is getting moved to some of the big institutions, and this is obviously not a great way to distribute the money in the universe, right? So technically, people who are generally low income, I'll not say these are all the poor people, but low income people, they are losing more money, and people with the more money, they are actually gaining even more money. I think that's the game of uh, this entire derivatives market. So yeah, that's the reason somebody need to be very careful. And if you're absolutely trading all your salary, it doesn't make sense to. There is no way to become rich quickly. So if somebody is telling anything, saying that you bring 1 lakh rupees and then we can get 10% each day, that's absolutely not possible at all. So let's say, I think there could be some margin impact, and then surely there will be reduction in the expiry trades. I think the currently expiry trade become a very, what is say, casino kind of thing, right? You just put hero zero trade and then hope for you get money, otherwise you lose money, right? So that's where it is. So again, my view, irrespective of the SEBI's meeting, there could be some bit of an impact. As of now, anyway, NSE is not listed, so if there is an impact, there would be impact to BSE as a stock. Either it could be positive or negative. I'm not saying that it's going to be negative. And also, a lot of retail investors, my view, will move out of the market, which is in fact good. And now the play would be with the big boys like FAS and DAS, and then probably some small retailers who can do some selling here and there. I think that's where the market would stay, I think. All right. So again, my advice is do not actually take trading as a way to make quick money. It's never easy to make quick money. So and this data itself actually tells that. All right then. I think we're about 8:52, and have a great remaining day. See you all either later today or mostly tomorrow, how the day goes.